Hello, welcome to the Yours News TV, El Mañanerito. In the today program, we will talk about two different topics that are very important for the different people who see us. Let's get started. In the politics news, the Mexican President Andrés Manuel López Obrador has confirmed that he will have roughly to cover the cost of his predecessor luxury plane and raise funds for a state-run hospital. The special option Boeing 787 Dreamliner was purchased in 2012 at the start of the president of his predecessor Enrique Peña Nieto. Mr. Obrador has described the plane as a symbol of government excess. He frankly uses commercial flights to travel across Mexico. An initial plane to roughly of the plane itself faced with disappeared making people question what ordinary Mexicans could do with such an aircraft. The luxurious jet has been reconfigured to fly only 80 people, has large president's suite and private jet. Mr. López Obrador has now decided to give 100 winning ticket holders 1 million. The government helped to raise about 116 million for 6 million ticket sales. The remaining money will be used to buy medical equipment for the public hospitals and ensure the plane is kept in failing to condition while the president tries to sell or rent it. Roughly, tickets will cost about 500 pesos, and the winners will be announced on 50 September, the day before Mexican Independence Day. The president has previously planned to use profits from the sale of the plane to fund effort to curb illegal immigration. While what is quite interesting is how is sought to get the money to be continuing maintaining the plane before finding who can be shown or who can rent it according to what the president of Mexico says. Besides the news, it has already become something international. Hopefully, this will serve to lead an interested party who wants to acquire our aircraft and not use this stuff as before. I think that the president need to be working in another things with more importance to the country, like security and economy. So, talking economy, let's hear Juan Luis. Juan Luis?
Hello Paloma, hi viewers. This team we will talk about the economy of country in which a new automobile plant has been started with very good for Mexico, mainly Guanajuato. Toyota inaugurates its second plant in Mexico. The factory located in Paso Grande, Guanajuato led to the creation of Tusay Direct Job. This Tuesday, Toyota opened its second plant in the country in Paso Grande, Guanajuato. The investment for the installation of the plants was $700 million, which the Tacoma truck will be manufactured. Upon reaching in maximum capacity, Toyota Guanajuato will produce 100 thousand units, which added to the current capacity of Toyota Motor Manufacturing of Baja California will be 216,000 units. The Mexico will produce in 2021. The new plan led to the creation of thousand direct jobs, mostly for people from Celaya and the residents of Paso Grande and surrounding areas to support the production of Tacoma 7 Japanese supplies arrived, and the rest of the components come from companies that were already located in the country and that already supplied Toyota. In total, the plant has 214 suppliers, which we generate of the 10,000 indirect jobs related to the manufacturing of trucks. Toyota side is ready to meet the regional content requiring service the TMEC to export to the United States and Canada. The plan is also in a position to export to Hawaii and Puerto Rico as they are United States territories. The company has the commitment to invest another $247 million in the coming years, since the promise with Guanajuato in 2015 was to allocate $947 million when the initial project was to manufacture the Corolla sedan.
We lost Juan Luis. Aldair, are you here? Aldair.
Thanks, Paloma. Hello, how are you? In this report, we talk a little about the coronavirus status. If you are a person who lives in a cover of something and you don't know anything about this topic, let me inform you that this has nothing to do with virus. It will explain you the name coronavirus corresponds to protuberance can virus that perturb from the members of this microorganism whose shape remembers the solar coronavirus. This virus can infect both animals and people, causing the same in the report drug for a common cold to more serious ailments such as pneumonia that is the kind of the populace of Wuhan. According to the Chinese authorities, the outbreak had its epicenter in live animal market in Wuhan, the most populous city in the central region of People's Republic of China. The majority of those infected live in Wuhan or had regularly traveled there. Where the sectors of the epidemic is known that, like SARS, the primary source of the epidemic is of animal origins. Although in the case of China, the concrete original is sent into can be cited. That it can be from arsenic, but exactly there is not concrete analysis of the beginning of the epidemic. However, although they believe that the initial focus is the live animal market in town, Chinese authorities have declared that it can be transmitted from person of third person with multiple dimensionality of pandemic. Science do not yet know exactly how the virus spread, but they have determined what can transmit from person to person. Most likely is transmitted through cows and snakes, as in the case of influenza and the respiratory virus. The Chinese Center of Disease Control and Prevention Analysis 189 confirmed the cause in Wuhan in the early stage of the pandemic. You may ask, is the treatment available? In the last report on this topic, the large health institutions that are working to eliminate the virus was creating a current, but are now across. Results show it is best to take healthy precautions similar to those of influenza H1N1 to avoid contagion. So for the news, thanks a lot.
And Larry, okay? Larry? Uh, well, let's go the Marco in the export section.
Thank you, Paloma. Welcome to the sports section. Today we are going to talk about the round of 16 in Champions League. This round is complete now that the teams were selected by the UEFA staff in a rifle. All teams are ready to try to have a place in the Istanbul final. After the round of 32, where the teams show a lot of football gathering enough points to advance to the next round. The most attractive matches for me are the next. Real Madrid versus Manchester City. It what looks like the potential of the match of the round, although it's hardly to outcome either team will have wished for. According to the news of Europe, the tickets were sold very quick. Atletico de Madrid have struggled for goals this season, and with rebuild defense, Diego Simeone will try to have some chance facing the defensive champions Liverpool, who have been in imperious form in all competition this term. Liverpool is now the leader of the Premier League, and he doesn't lose any game. Another game that we need to follow is the match between Borussia Dortmund and Paris Saint-Germain. Paris squad is ready with their full team of superstars of football like Neymar and Kylian Mbappe, while Borussia Dortmund is preparing his new talents with a team full of young players. For me, the matches are going to be so difficult for each team because the high level of football that they show in the after phase. Okay. The term show is not any better. Jose Ramon Fernandez thinks that the matches are done, but I think that all matches are going to be hard to predict. Now, I connect with my partner Cesar in the show business. Cesar, are you there?
Thanks, Marco. In the show business news, the amazing Super Bowl Latin halftime with Shakira and Jennifer Lopez. The Pepsi Super Bowl halftime show is the most watched musical performance of the year, with nearly 100 million viewers. Super Bowl marks Pepsi's 8 years as title sponsor of the Super Bowl. The last Sunday took place the final game of the Super Bowl 2020, one of the biggest sports events. Every year a lot of people get together to watch the match at the stadium and also at home on TV. Also, the Super Bowl is the sport event. Every year in the halftime is a special show that is the most awaited from spectators. When the referee beeps the halftime of the match, all the players go to the showers and the magic begins with the most famous and important artists at the moment. Last Sunday, the one in charge to make the crowd loud were Shakira and Jennifer Lopez. The show started with Shakira with her song She Wolf, that made the crowd dance as well as other of her famous songs. As it was announced, the halftime show will have surprises guests like Bad Bunny and J Balvin. Bad Bunny joined the Barranquilla artists with a remix of Puro Chantaje as well as his single Calladita that makes all the crowd dance at the Latin rhythms. Jennifer Lopez appeared with a lot of dancers who made a spectacular choreography to her most famous hits. The reggaeton rhythm was placed for J Balvin with his hit Mi Gente, next to Jennifer Lopez. Finally, the greatest hit, Waka Waka, played by Jennifer Lopez and Shakira, which was accompanied by amazing stage of special effects that drove the viewers crazy. A show with a lot of lights, colors, and especially the Latin power, the Colombian as well the Puerto Rican were delivered to the fullest and brightest for themselves. And there was the first halftime show starring completely by Latin artists. Uh, Peter Cromer said, "In all seriously, can NFL go any lower?" She was spreading her legs, giving the audience crotch shots, pole dancing as the Super Bowl entertainment. What do you think? And that's all for that TV show. Thanks for watching the TV show El Mañanarito. Goodbye.